Love in the Shadows. At a prestigious university in Yogyakarta, two students, Intan and Sari, share a complicated yet loving relationship. They met in an Indonesian literature class, both captivated by poetry and prose. Initially, they were just classmates, but as time went on, their closeness blossomed into an unexpected love. Intan, a cheerful and passionate girl, comes from a fairly conservative family. Her father, a civil servant, hopes that Intan will connect with a man who can provide a better future. Meanwhile, Sari, a quiet and intelligent girl, comes from a more liberal family, but the pressure to meet her parents' expectations is also strong. She has an older brother who constantly warns her against getting involved in relationships that are strange in the eyes of society. One night, after attending a literary event on campus, Intan and Sari return to their dorm. The gentle moonlight illuminating the pathway creates a romantic atmosphere. They pause for a moment in the quiet campus garden, where they share their first kiss, feeling the vibrations flowing between them. However, that happiness does not last long. When their relationship begins to be known among friends, rumors start to spread. Amid their joy, a man named Rudy enters the picture, who is a classmate and a close friend of Intan. Rudy starts feeling jealous and tries to approach Intan, oblivious to the fact that her heart has turned towards Sari. News of Intan and Sari's relationship eventually reaches Intan's family. Her mother, a woman with traditional views on love and marriage, becomes very angry and threatens to sever ties if Intan does not marry a man. Fearing the loss of her family, Intan begins to feel pressured. Meanwhile, Sari also faces challenges. Her family, although more open-minded, still worries about societal stigma. Her brother, who knows about Sari's situation, warns that their relationship could tarnish the family's reputation. Sari feels trapped between her love for Intan and her family's expectations. In an effort to protect their love, Intan and Sari decide to distance themselves from each other for a while. They believe that with this break, perhaps their families will be more accepting of their relationship once they see how deeply they love one another. However, the more they distance themselves, the more they feel the loss of each other. Intan misses Sari's laughter, and Sari misses Intan's warm embrace. Rudy, realizing how sad Intan is, tries to get closer to her, but Intan can only think about Sari. One day, while working on a group assignment in the library, Sari and Intan accidentally meet. When their eyes meet, all the beautiful memories come flooding back. They finally talk and agree to face the challenges together, even if it means confronting their loved ones. With newfound courage, they introduce their relationship to their families. Intan explains to her mother that her love is not a choice but a calling of the heart, while Sari tries to convince her brother that their love will not tarnish the family name. Their struggle is not easy. For a while, they feel rejection, but over time, both families slowly begin to accept the reality that love doesn't always align with expectations or norms. Moreover, with the support of their close friends, both Sari and Intan feel stronger. Eventually, Intan and Sari find a way to support each other, continuing their relationship amid prevailing challenges. Along the way, Rudy understands and lets go of his feelings, choosing to support his friend's happiness. Their love, though imperfect, has taught them that the courage to love and fight for love is precious. In the campus that was once the place of their introduction, it now stands witness to the strength of their bond, blooming in the shadows of challenges and stigma. The end. After facing various challenges in their relationship, Intan and Sari become stronger. However, their love journey is still filled with obstacles to overcome. At one point, they decide to study together in a cafe near the campus. While enjoying a cup of coffee, they talk about their future dreams and how they can build a better life together. Sari, I want us to be able to live this relationship more openly, Intan says, her eyes sparkling with hope. I don't want to keep hiding. Sari nods her head but has doubt in her eyes. I want to, Intan, but we know the people around us won't always understand, especially our families. Intan takes Sari's hand, holding it tightly. We have to be brave. If we love each other, we can face everything. After discussing, they agree to hold a more formal meeting with each family. That night, Sari finally decides to tell her parents about their relationship. In a tense atmosphere, Sari gathers her courage to speak. Mom, Dad, there's something I want to talk about. Sari starts, her voice trembling. I'm in a relationship with someone. It's Intan. Sari's parents look surprised. Sari, you know that. Her mother says in a shocked tone. I want you to know that this is my heart's choice. I love her, and I want you to accept us. Sari continues, trying to convince her parents. Sari's parents respond with coldness and skepticism, but they try to listen. Although the atmosphere remains tense, Sari feels relieved that she has expressed her feelings. This is the first step, even though the outcome is still uncertain. Meanwhile, Intan receives a worrying message from her mother after learning about Sari's family meeting. Intan, what are you doing? This is not for you. Her mother writes in a text message. This makes Intan even more anxious. But she is determined to stand firm. With the spirit to show her commitment to Sari, she decides to discuss their relationship openly with her family. The next day, Intan invites Rudy to talk. Rudy realizes that Intan and Sari have become inseparable, even though he still harbors feelings for Intan. With a mature attitude, Rudy offers his support. Intan, I want you to be happy. If Sari is the one, I will support you. Intan thanks Rudy for his understanding, which makes her feel more at ease. She promises not to let their friendship crumble over misunderstandings or unreciprocated feelings. When Intan and Sari's families finally meet to discuss their relationship, the atmosphere is very tense. Intan's family tries to express their desire for Intan not to be in a relationship with Sari. There are many good men waiting, says Intan's father firmly. But Intan speaks up. Dad, love cannot be chosen. I love Sari. What's wrong if our love is not what you expected? Sari then adds. We don't want to ruin our reputation or family name. We just want to live honestly and happily. Both families stare at each other. There is a long silence filled with doubt and uncertainty. The conversation becomes increasingly difficult, but Intan and Sari hold on to each other, providing strength to one another. In the following days, both girls try to maintain hope amid the challenges they face. Though they are not fully accepted, they struggle to show their families that love is a noble thing, regardless of its form. With the support of Rudy and some close friends who understand, Intan and Sari gradually begin to receive some backing. They attend campus events together, showcasing their strong love to friends. Rudy, though with a heavy heart, remains a friend and helps them whenever needed. Eventually, change begins to show in their parents' eyes. With time and the growing closeness between the families, they slowly start to open their minds. Sari's family, initially hesitant, begins to understand how happy their daughter is with Intan. In small moments, communicative approaches help bridge the gap between the two families. While this is not easy, goodwill and respect for each other lead to positive results. One evening, after an event at the campus, both families finally agree to gather in a more informal atmosphere. They all sit together in the garden, sharing stories, food, and laughter. As night falls, Rudy carefully expresses his hopes to their friends. I'm proud of you, Intan and Sari. Your love has shown us all how important it is to fight for happiness. You are an inspiration to many. Intan and Sari are touched by this support. As time goes by, they realize that their love can change many people's perceptions, not only for themselves, but also for those around them. Seeing the change in attitude from both families, Intan and Sari feel increasingly stronger, and they are determined to continue fighting for this genuine love. They know their journey is still long, but with love, hope, and courage, they are confident they can overcome all obstacles. Finally, under the shining starlight, Intan and Sari share beautiful moments as they promise always to support each other, no matter how difficult the challenges they must face. The end. As the night grows late, the atmosphere in the campus garden becomes more intimate and hopeful. After sharing stories and laughter with their families, Intan and Sari feel increasingly confident about their love. They sense the sincere support from their closest loved ones, who are now trying to understand the life choices of the two girls. In the following weeks, Intan and Sari continue to fight, balancing between their studies and their growing love. They become involved in various campus organizations, volunteering, and spending more time together at the library or cafe. In every moment, Intin and Sari strengthen each other to face the challenges that come from outside. However, not everything goes smoothly. One day, they hear news that a group of students doubts the existence of their relationship. This provocation occurs on social media, where some people start discussing their love with a sarcastic tone. Intin and Sari initially feel very hurt, and unfortunately, some of those people turn out to be their own classmates. They should know better, Sari says with tears in her eyes. We haven't done anything wrong. Intin tries to comfort Sari. We don't need to care about what they think. The important thing is that we love each other and support each other. We will prove them wrong. With a bit of courage, they decide not to back down. Intin suggests they participate in a campus discussion event about love and identity. We can share our story. Maybe it will help others understand, Intin says. Sari agrees, and they begin preparing to speak publicly. Sari has never spoken in front of a large audience before, but Intin reassures her that this is a way to strengthen their connection with the surrounding community. On the day of the event, the atmosphere is very supportive. Many students attend, and the university has invited speakers from organizations that advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. When it's their turn, Intin and Sari step up to the stage with determination. With a firm voice, Intin begins to share her story. We are here to share our story. It's about love, about how we choose to love each other despite the many challenges we face. Sari continues, we want to show that love is not limited by gender. We have faced much stigma and judgment, but we believe that true love cannot be constrained by narrow-minded understanding. For several minutes, they share their experiences, how they met, and the challenges faced from families, friends, and society. They invite everyone to think more openly and give chances to different kinds of love. At the end of the presentation, they are met with loud applause. Some in the audience are moved to tears by Intin and Sari's courage. Their talk helps open hearts and minds for many, and some of their previously skeptical friends begin to show a more positive attitude. When the event turns into a Q&A session, Rudy musters the courage to ask, how do you handle tough situations when the closest people to you do not agree with your relationship? Intin smiles. We've learned to listen, but also to be ourselves. Sometimes we can't force others to understand. However, if we remain steadfast and true to our feelings, change will come with time. Sari adds, we also accept that the process will take time and requires patience. What matters most is that we support one another. After the event, many students come up to Intin and Sari to express their support. Some even ask to take photos together as a show of support. Intin and Sari feel very happy and motivated. This experience not only unites them as a couple, but also strengthens their community on campus. When they return to the dorm, Intin and Sari share laughter filled with excitement. We did it, Sari. We succeeded, Intin exclaims with enthusiasm. Yes, I can't believe we were able to speak in front of everyone, Sari replies with a wide smile. However, behind that happiness, the next challenge awaits. Although many students support them, they know not everyone will show a positive reaction. They decide to spend more time with supportive friends, while also maintaining communication with their families. Months pass, and the relationship between Intin and Sari grows stronger. They plan a trip for the semester holiday to Bali, as a form of appreciation for their efforts and hard work. But as the holiday approaches, they receive bad news. Sari's family receives an invitation to attend her cousin's wedding, and Sari is expected to attend with a male partner, not Intin. Sari feels confused, and fear seeps into her heart. She doesn't want to disappoint her family, but on the other hand, she doesn't want to hide who she is. With a heavy heart, Sari tells Intin about this. I don't know what to do. If I go with a guy, it means I'm betraying my feelings for myself and also for you. Intin takes Sari's hand, trying to strengthen her. Sari, this is a difficult decision. We need to talk about it with the family. We cannot continue hiding. It's about who we really are. They agree to hold an emergency meeting with Sari's parents. On the day of the wedding invitation, Sari meets her family at home and says firmly, I want you to know that I love Intin. She is the one who makes me happy, and I want to bring her to my cousin's wedding as my partner. Sari's family is shocked and silent. However, With the courage from within and the support of loyal Intin, Sari hopes this is the right step. Will they be accepted by Sari's family? Or will rejection arise again that separates them? Whatever obstacles they must face, their love has proven strong enough to withstand it all. Temporary end. Watch the following journey of Intin and Sari as they seek happiness and face the challenges of love in the future.